Hey pre-calc people, today's video is just going to be a quick example of how to use the double angle identities. So here we go. This one we're given that sine of theta is negative 8/17 and theta is somewhere between pi and 3 pi over 2, and we want to find cosine of 2 theta. So the first thing we want to do is kind of sketch the triangle in its correct quadrant. So we know that this is going to be down here in the third quadrant. And since sine is opposite over hypotenuse, we should have negative 8 and 17. Just like that. This is theta. And then what we're going to do is we need to figure out what the missing, or actually for this one we don't need to figure out what the missing side is to find cosine of 2 theta, and I'll talk about that in just a sec. But if you did have a problem where you needed to find the missing side, you could always use the Pythagorean theorem, or notice that this is a Pythagorean triple, negative 8, 15, 17, or 8, 15, 17, but you know, this one's negative. Anyway, so this one would end up being 15, or negative 15, since it's in the third quadrant. But anyway, with this one, you don't actually have to find the missing side because there is a formula for cosine of 2 theta that only deals with sine. But going there for a moment, the cosine theorems or identities are you could do cosine squared minus sine squared. You could do 2 cosine squared minus 1, or you can go 1 minus 2 sine squared. Any of those three will work. For this one, since we are given what sine is, it's the least amount of work to do this one. But you could use the others if you use the triangle to find cosine. So anyway, let's go ahead and use just this one here. 1 minus 2 sine squared. So what I would want to do is take my sine that I already have and plug it in. So we have 1 minus 2 times negative 8/17 squared. Okay. So let's see. Negative 8/17 squared would be 64/289. And then you multiply that by 2 to get 128/289. So 1 minus that would give us 161/289. So that would be your exact answer for cosine of 2 theta. Hopefully this was helpful. Feel free to comment below or send me an email if you have any questions. Have a good one.